when I decided to stop breastfeeding my child, the most difficult challenge for me then was, how was he going to sleep at night? How would he sleep through the night without waking up to cry? This is for a baby that suckles 3 to 4 times every night. So when you stop breastfeeding him, finally, what happens at night? At first, I had to go and research. I googled, I watched YouTube videos, TikTok videos. I did a lot of things to find that solution to what I should do. I asked questions too to elderly people around me who have had children in the past, and I wanted to know, how did they overcome that part? What did they do to stop night feeding, breastfeeding and all that? And people came with their suggestions. This is exactly what I did. First of all, I had to limit the number of times he wakes up at night to suckle. That was the biggest challenge. So if he suckles 3 times a night, I had to limit it to once. When he wakes up, I tried to pacify him to sleep back, because he didn't want to take tea, he didn't want to take nutri milk, he didn't want to take any juice, anything at night. He just wanted to suckle. He knew what he wanted and he was going for it. But I couldn't offer that because I felt like it was time to stop him from night feeding, and it was difficult, to be very honest. But then I limited him to 1 feeding per night. In fact, at a particular night, he cried so much that my neighbor had to ask me, why was he crying so much at night? And I said, we're trying to stop night feeding. It was very difficult. I won't even lie. It was very, very difficult. But we succeeded with that. Eventually, he got used to feeding once at night, and that was the way to go. Now, after a couple of weeks, I started to stop him from feeding at night entirely, because we're trying to stop breastfeeding. And if you're trying to stop him from breastfeeding, I still feed him at night, it's not going to work. Do you get that? So I started, people said giving water at night. For my own baby, if you give him water at night, he will not drink. Make tea at night, he will not drink. Give him biscuits, he will not take it. He wants to suck. He knows what he wants, and that's what he's going for. So that was the biggest challenge for me. So the main thing was to let him cry at night. So this is what we did. Practical step. Whenever he wakes up at night and start crying, we'll just be quiet. We'll act as if we are not there. That way, he doesn't know if anybody's here. So when he cries, maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, then he'll just sleep back. He'll just lie down, cry, and then he'll not sleep. That's how we did it for a couple of days. I think he got used to it. Now he doesn't wake up at night to suckle again. Now, my biggest challenge when I wanted to stop breastfeeding was, how was he going to sleep? Because from the time I've had him, he suckles to sleep. He's used to, whenever he wants to sleep, he will suckle, and then from there he will sleep off. So that was the biggest challenge, guys. That one was not even easy at all. But this is what I did. I started, the first time I tried not to suckle him to sleep, he didn't sleep. This boy was awake till 11, 12, 1 o'clock, crying. He refused to sleep. And then I was forced to suckle him to sleep, so that he would just sleep, so that we'll find another method, because this one did not work for us, obviously. So what I did next was, I tried at night, when I finished bathing him, feeding him and all that, I will now back him. I'll tie him on my back, carry him for like about 5-10 minutes, then he will sleep off, and I'll lay him down, and then we move on. Then at a point I said, I can't continue backing you every night, brother. You have to sleep. So this is what I did. Because usually he sleeps before us. So for those few days, what I did was, I got ready to sleep the same time he was going to sleep. So I finished bathing him, I get ready myself, and everything is ready. Then, when it's time for him to sleep, as I lay him down, I also lie down on the bed. So both of us are lying down to sleep at the same time. Then when both of us will be playing around and all that, then with time he'll just sleep off. And that's it. So that's how we did it for weeks. Until most recently, like 2-3 days ago, he started sleeping on his own. Whenever he wanted to sleep, he would just come and say, he would just see him trying to lie down anywhere and just sleep. So that was how we stopped breastfeeding our child. And for, it's not easy. So if you're trying to stop breastfeeding your child, people will say, oh, take him to somewhere, take him to another room, or take him to your parents, take him to your siblings, just take him somewhere else so that he will not see you. It was difficult for me because my parents are not in the same town I am, and my siblings are quite busy here, so I can't disturb them like that. So I had to find my own way, and I think this worked for me. So I think it's going to work for you too, if you try it. Thank you for watching, and bye. Say bye. Say bye.